Stronger teams, smarter plays. This is Hustle and Heart. Let's get to work.
Season Journal, Entry 12. Last week was all about effective presence, how we show up, how our energy sets the tone. This week, Coach flipped it. It's not just how you start the day that matters, it's how you finish it. He came in Friday and said, "Today we find out who can finish." The morning ran smooth, but by mid-afternoon the spark was fading. That's when Dana stepped up. "Closeout 15, she said. 15 minutes to finish like a team, not a time card." No one argued. We tightened lines, cleaned tools, double-checked handoffs, left the site sharper than we found it. Somewhere in the middle of it, Jason took the reins. Not loud, just calm and clear, steady voice, crisp cues. Work as a team. Leave it clean. Finish strong. You could feel everyone sinking to his pace without a word. By the time Coach blew the final whistle, we were drained but buzzing. There's a charge that only comes from emptying the tank together. Coach wrote it big across the board before we left. Hustle starts the day, but heart decides how it ends. This week, we learned what it really means to finish strong.
Hustle starts the day, but heart decides how it ends. That line hits. It's the kind of thing you feel in your gut, right? Because everybody's got hustle in the morning, coffee's hot, music's on, but heart is what shows up when the energy's gone and the work's still waiting. So, let's start right at the top. Finishing strong isn't just for championship teams. It's business, it's daily life. It's the last stretch when most people just coast.
That's exactly it, Jake. People remember how you end things, not how you begin them. There's this enduring wisdom from poets and coaches alike. Anyone can start, but it's the finishers who become legends. Alabama's fourth quarter program is a perfect example. Under Nick Saban, they outscored opponents in the fourth quarter by over 400 points since 2009. That's mental and physical overtime conditioning built into the culture.
And it's totally transferable to the job site or office. The idea is make end-of-shift rituals your overtime program. Like, don't just drop your tools at 4:59. Finish the call, sweep the space, confirm the next step. That's literally how businesses get their fourth quarter edge. And in the NFL, the 2-minute drill is even more obvious. The whole team flips a switch. Quick calls, clear roles, no wasted motion. I read that research says teams should start acting like it's a 2-minute drill even earlier, like at the 6 or 10-minute mark.
Exactly. Don't wait for the final countdown. Let me give you a quick story from last August. We were cooked, 12 hours into a brutal landscaping day, heat still bouncing off the pavement. Everyone was dragging, ready to call it and go, but I pulled the crew in and said, "Closeout 15, same as always, 15 minutes, clean the site, check in with the client, text the project manager the end-of-day photo." It wasn't anything fancy, but because it was routine, we finished strong. The place looked sharp, the client smiled, and even though we were wiped, we felt proud walking off that site. That's the thing. A consistent finish like Closeout 15 doesn't just keep the standard high, it gives you energy back. It's that small act of pride that turns exhaustion into momentum.
I love that, Jake. Habits like those are your clutch window. Just like in the NBA, think about Jalen Brunson this season, closing with repeatable late-game actions. For our listeners, think of your last 20 minutes or final 5%. What's your Closeout 15 moment?
Or as Bill Walsh put it, the standard of performance. That's attention to detail, pride in the rep, and self-control when you feel like your tank is empty. If you can script out your last 10-15 minutes, a Closeout 15, your tired brain doesn't have to guess. You act with intention. And we're seeing teams, even in retail or healthcare, use these scripts to finish stronger, cut errors, and actually improve retention. There's real data behind this.
There's a reason the fourth quarter feels different. It's not just the clock, it's your brain. Mental fatigue makes every move feel heavier, every decision slower. But you can train for that. Hit a reset, big breath, shake it out, sip of water, and you're ready for that last drive.
And there's this thing called the end spurt, too. When people see the finish line, even if it's a literal checklist or countdown, they put in extra effort. It's a rush of motivation. So, making your progress visible at the end of a project totally works. You can try visible checklists, 12-minute timers, or crossing off 3 priority items, progress on display.
Yeah, I've noticed it personally. I mean, if I see 3 jobs left and a timer ticking down, suddenly the whole crew locks in way harder. But the trick is, External focus is better than internal at the end. Like, instead of telling yourself, don't mess up, relax your shoulders, just focus on the customer getting the result or getting that report out. It pushes attention outwards, and weirdly, the stress kind of drops.
Amen. And the science backs it up. When you focus on the external goal instead of your own body or nerves, you stay in clutch mode, not choke mode. That's why top performers pre-plan their cues. When the pressure hits, they don't overthink. They simplify the next step. It's the same principle the All Blacks use, turning redhead, anxious and scattered, into bluehead, calm and clear. You breathe, label what's happening, and take the next clean action.
And you got to have if-then plans. Seriously, meta-analyses show these work across roles and industries. Like if it's 4:45 and you're dragging, you just 1, send that final update, 2, book your next step, 3, clean up your workstation. Or if someone's waiting on feedback from you, don't leave it hanging. Close the loop before you leave so momentum carries into tomorrow. That if-then is how you sidestep distractions and finish regardless of fatigue.
That reminds me of all the communication frameworks we've brought up before. S-bar, closed loop. When the heat is on, those are the tools that hold. Use them to consistently wrap up a shift, a sales handoff, whatever. The point is, don't let open loops kill your finish.
All right, let's get tactical. Real-world stuff you can do tomorrow. Let's say you work in an office and it's 4:45. You're tired, inbox is full, brain's fried. Instead of coasting, script the finish. Take 2 minutes to send one clear update, check tomorrow's first meeting, and tidy your workspace. Then leave one short note for your teammate. All set for the morning, client confirmed, files uploaded, we're good to go. That's what finishing strong looks like, ending the day with clarity, not chaos.
Let's make it real. You're on a construction site, it's late, everyone's wiped, and the forecast just flipped. Rain in 20. This is where finish strong really shows up. You can pack it in, or you can find that extra gear. You rally the crew, one last sweep. Tools locked down, loose materials secured, quick check on tomorrow's start point. Nobody's talking much, but everyone's moving with purpose. 10 minutes later, you're soaked but proud, sights tight, safe, ready. That's the difference between good enough and professional. That's finishing like a team, not just clocking out.
That's why these scripts work in every field. If you're in IT and there's an outage ticket at the end of the day, don't hope someone else grabs it. If it's been hanging for 15 minutes, you step up, close it out, update the board, set the next checkpoint. Or your retail, those last customers still milling around, count down, tidy up, thank folks for online orders, hand off clean notes to opening shift. Consistent closing routines, scripted, visible, become your finish cam.
Exactly, and sometimes you can measure it, like in retail during December, I kept a running tab on our clutch conversions. How many last hour sales we closed versus lost. The best folks, they had a closeout 15, one real follow-up, one product restock, one thank you. Every job's got a version of this. Accountants do variant scans and pre-label files. Support reps resolve that last ticket plus a root cause tag. Field techs take final photos. You get the picture.
And remember, this stuff isn't just for show. There's research showing that teams who close customer loops get that extra 8.5% retention. Mercedes-Benz did it with NPS feedback. Smart financial services firms did it. Habitual open loops kill trust, but closed loops fuel real wins. It's finishing that matters.
It's simple and it's practical. If you remember one thing, let it be this. Finishers win the game. Hustle starts the day, but it's heart that decides how it ends. Script your finish, own your last 15, and leave things better. Include a personal touch, close the loop, make that extra call. The difference is in the last 5%.
And hey, share your closeout 15 with us. Post it. Today's the rep that builds tomorrow's legacy, and small daily finishes add up to a culture of real winning.
All right, that's a wrap for overtime. Finding the extra gear. You all brought it today. Amani, Miles, always a pleasure.
Until next time, keep finishing strong.
You have been listening to Hustle and Heart. Remember, champions aren't born, they're built on small daily choices.